This video is either going to be a record of me getting rich or me getting wrecked. So you already saw the title, Rich or Wrecked with DRIPX, and I'm going to explain exactly what I mean by that. Today we're going to go through DRIPX, my current positions, and some of the different strategies and what I think is the best thing for the community to do going forward. So welcome to the channel. My name is Crypto101, where my main mission is to help you as well as myself to build our bags. Make sure that you comment, like, subscribe, hit that bell button so you're notified as soon as this video is released. We're talking about drip again. It's been so long, and one thing that you have to say, doesn't matter if you're a fudder, it doesn't matter what you are, you cannot deny the power of the drip community. So we're over here on DRIPX, so let's go ahead and start talking about this. So first, let's get into my positions, because I made some mistakes on day one and it was purely an accident. I was multitasking when I really shouldn't have been. I know some people take the day off to do things like this when launches come up. I really should have done that, or at least make sure I had some time cleared up, but it's okay, because I want to know what you guys think. Am I rich? Will I be rich or will I be wrecked? So what I'm going to show you here is my stakes. So what I did is day one, I got in as soon as possible. So if I come here to mine and then manage miners, this is what we're looking at here. So you can see already, I have some pretty early miners that we created. So we have 177 and all the way up to 296. This is one that's a little bit shorter. We'll talk about that later. But I created 10 miners with a BNB a piece. Now, mind you, BNB was a little bit cheaper than it is currently. Right now, it's hovering around $400. So that was right around, I think, $3,600 I had invested. And right now, at current price, right around $4,000. So as you can see, these are my ranks here. So the better your rank, obviously, the better bonuses that you're going to get. And then the period here, I did max stakes on all of these. So 280 days on all my miners. Now, I meant to actually do some different time periods here, but I made the mistake. I actually did batch for more than I really wanted to, but that's why this is going to be about getting rich or getting wrecked. As you can see, my power is at 100 because I contributed 1 BNB. So if you didn't know, your power is dependent on how much BNB that you put in. So you can put as low as, from what I understand, to be 0.01 BNB all the way up to 1 BNB. The shortest time period you can do is 8 days, all the way up to 280. So you can see I fully maxed everything out. If this is not what a Drip Maxi's account looks like, I don't know what it is. Not saying that I'm a Drip Maxi, but I know there's some people out there whose screen probably looks the exact same as mine. Obviously, D rank is going to be a little bit different, but this is showing you the estimated DRIPX I'm supposed to be getting, my D rank bonus, the cost. So right now, like I told you, right around $4,000, but the market value of this currently is $24.2 million. Now that's ridiculous. Everybody's been posting this up, and it's an amazing thing to see is the market value of it at the current DRIPX price. Now, obviously with this, the DRIPX price is going to fluctuate, especially after the 8-day miners are up. We're really going to see what's going to happen, but that's what I'm going to talk about later in the video of what's the best thing that you can do. As always, this isn't financial advice, and I'm just saying for the community, if we really want to see this thing last and we really want to build a true stream of passive income, I'm going to give you the best strategy. And it's not even something I've created, it's things that the other community members have created, and that's something that's beautiful to see. ROI here, you can see a 611,000%. Now, you usually don't see percentages like this unless it's some super degen farm that you do not want to invest in typically, but that's what we're looking at on DRIPX here. You can see the progress is pretty low because it's going to be 280 days before I see any kind of DRIPX from these miners. And you can see, based on it being day 6, that I have 274 days left before these are able to actually give me DRIPX. Now, what I did is, I believe 2 days ago, I came in and I did a 8-day miner with 0.1 BNB, and you can see here, even with $39, the current market value is sitting at $7,854, which comes out to an ROI of 19,000%, which is ridiculous. So there's going to be a lot of pressure when it comes to these 8-day miners unlocking. Now, I'm not even in on day one. This is something that was created, we can see here, probably 2 days ago, I believe. So I'm not going to be able to redeem this for another 5 days, but there's going to be people who are able to redeem their 8-day miners in 2 days. So this is my position here. As you can see, I'm in it for the long haul. There's not anything else that I can do other than communicate, educate, and tell people what I think is the best method in terms of how to keep this thing going and how to truly see everyone succeed. So of course, I'm not going to go through all these things here. The graphics I show you are going to be a better demonstration. And then of course, as we get to the point, maybe that 8-day miner unlocks, then I'm going to do another video to show you exactly what I'm going to do from a staking perspective. And then the payouts are here as well. So this is just showing you the BNB that's been accumulated for these different payout cycles. So when you do stake, you can pick the specific durations of these, and you're going to get payouts based off of how long you're in the system. Now, these 8-day, 28 days are going to be the quicker ones. So all this BNB is going to be paid out to those people who have their DRIPX staked. And these are going to continue to pretty much recycle. Now, some of these longer ones like 369 days and 888 days, these are going to continue to build until that payout day is hit. So these, if you're really looking to stake long term, I think that these are going to be the best plays because the BNB is going to continue to build. It's a smaller percentage that is getting from some of the taxes of the system, but it's going to continue to build, and it's not going to pay out for another 369 days and 888 days. So just imagine how much BNB is going to be paid out in some of these longer cycles. Whereas some of these shorter ones, these are going to continue to reset once the payout is completed, and then it's going to have to accumulate more BNB. So that is the balance there of trying to understand, hey, do I want a short payout cycle here so I can get some of this BNB, or do I want a longer payout cycle so that I can get whatever this is at by that point? We could easily see, I think, 2,000. I think we could see more than 2,000. You know, I'm gonna throw a number out there. I think that we could see 5,000 in some of these, especially this 888 days. That's a long time. That's almost what, two and a half years, something like that. So just imagine how much BNB would accumulate in here for 2 years. So just think about that. So obviously we're talking about DRIPX, so we got to look at the price here. So this is what the chart has been doing. I did a quick measurement on it here. So I really just wanted to show why there is so much volume within this right now. So you have to understand the only way to get DRIPX currently is to buy it off the market. So obviously some people are going to swing trade, some people are going to flip it, different things like that. But the true test is going to be once we hit that 8-day, where does the price go? Realistically, it's going to dip. I think it's going to dip pretty significantly, but that's how it's going to work because people are going to sell their DRIPX, which isn't the best option in my opinion, but everyone's entitled to theirs and everybody can do what they want to at the end of the day with their own money. And as we've seen in history, that's exactly what people are going to do. But I wanted to do a quick measurement so you can see, even if you bought here, look at the gains that have been made from the bottom of this chart here, where people are probably kind of panic selling here. Because anytime you have a launch like this, people are going to panic sell like, oh, it's not going to go back up. But as we can see, because the only way to get DRIPX is on the open market, this thing has continued to go up. So it's almost done a 4x from the bottom here to where the current price is. So if you even sold up here, I mean, you made even more gains. So that's why you're going to see some of the fluctuations in the chart. People are going to swing trade this thing. It's going to happen. It's going to fluctuate in price so much just because of the miners. Now, one thing I do love to see, and like I said earlier in the video, you cannot doubt the power and the size of the drip community. So even if you come here just to DRIPX and you put in, or if you come here to X, too many X's here. If you come here to X and you just type in DRIPX, you're going to see a lot of people that you've seen in the community before. You're going to see new people. But what I'd love to see are these graphics teaching people what is the way to keep this thing sustainable. So this one is a really good one because I think it's very simple. It gives you just the basics of what you need to understand. Shout out to Drip Millions for this one. DRIPX. So you purchase new miners using BNB. So you have to contribute BNB to purchase a miner. So once your miner actually expires and you're able to claim that DRIPX, some people are going to take profit there. That's not the best solution long term. What you would want to do if you really want to see this thing print out and you want to have long-term passive income, which is my goal at the end of the day, because I would rather make a good consistent amount of money continuously versus just one big lump sum and it hurt the system. But that's just me personally. We already know that people are going to do their own thing. And as I said earlier, this is not financial advice in any way. So what you would do if you want to see this thing be sustainable and continue to pay out is you're going to take that DRIPX and you're going to stake that. And what that's going to do is it is going to actually pay you out in BNB. Because as we saw, if we come over here to this tab, you're getting paid out in BNB here. So why not take profit in BNB, which is a blue chip token? And we know the liquidity for BNB is crazy high in comparison to the liquidity for DRIPX. It's that simple. That's the best way to do it if you want to see this thing continue to print. And it really does remind me of, when people win lotteries and different things like that, and they usually give them two options. One, you can either take a lump sum, which is going to get taxed the hell out of, and you're going to get a smaller amount of money, or you can get payments that get taxed less, and you're usually going to get more money in the long term. Now, there's going to be a lot of people who, hey, I just want that lump sum. It is what it is. And those people are going to be the people that sell the DRIPX. But you also can be that person on the other side to where, hey, I want to have this thing continue and I want to make more money long term. So I'm going to stake my DRIPX to earn BNB, because I know if I sell BNB, it's not going to hurt the chart for BNB. I mean, you could sell a big chunk of BNB and the chart's barely going to move. If you sell a big chunk of DRIPX, we know that's going to fluctuate a lot more just because of liquidity. Here's another really good one I want to show as well. This one has a little bit more detail to it, and I think this is a really good one here as well. So shout out to Drip Warriors. And when I say shout out to these people, I don't know if they created it, but they've posted it and they're educating other people in the community, which is the biggest thing that we need right now. So this is the cycle of DRIPX life. Virtual miners are created via BNB. Rewards pay in DRIPX. So what this is telling you is you're going to use BNB to get your miners. Now, what's going to happen is once you have the miners, it is going to pay you out in DRIPX. So this is showing you the power that you're able to contribute to the system with either 0.1 BNB up to 1 BNB, which I showed you earlier. I had 10 that were at 1 BNB, and then I had one that was at 0.1 BNB. So once the time actually is ended, it expires, you're able to claim your DRIPX rewards. As it says here, do not rush to sell it. To make the ecosystem sustainable, stake your DRIPX for BNB reward long-term passive income. So the maximum that you can stake is 280 days. Each day has a cap of 300 billion tokens to mine. So that's just telling you there that the miners only allow you to create them for 280 days, and each day has a max cap of 300 billion tokens to be able to mine. So that's something that they added here to the system. And with Titan X, they didn't have a cap there. We're not going to get into Titan X. I know there's been a lot of back and forth and stuff with that, but hey, so be it. It is what it is. When you have competitiveness, things that you should have in this space, to be honest, you're going to see things like this. So once you get your DRIPX and you actually stake it, you're going to be able to claim your staking rewards payouts every 8, 28, 90, 369, and 880 days. Now with that, you are able to, hey, get that BNB. If you want to put it back into the system, then you can just buy more miners. So it's really just this continuous cycle if you really think about it. So to break it down, you get BNB, you get a miner. Once your miner expires, you're going to get DRIPX. You stake your DRIPX, it's going to pay you out in BNB for these specific time periods, or at these specific time periods. So now at that, if you want to continue to push that cycle and stay in the cycle, what you would do is you would take some of that BNB, whether it's a specific portion, whatever it is that you want to do, and you're going to restake it to get more, or not restake it, but you're going to use that BNB to get more miners. BNB, you buy miners, you get your DRIPX, you stake it, you earn your BNB rewards from staking, and then you just buy more miners and you continue just to follow that cycle. And if everyone does this, you're going to be reinvesting, you're going to get bigger gains, and you're going to continue to generate more passive income. So I think it's super important that we really just educate the community. I educate the community and just tell people what is going to be the best thing for the whole community to continue to see this cycle continue and to generate passive income for the long term. And this is the exact way to do it. And like I said, I love to see things like this. This is people taking the time out of the community to really put out graphics to make it easier for people. Some are a little bit more detailed than others, and some are a little bit simple. But at the end of the day, we have all of this media, all these videos, all the content creators, all the people out here tweeting, doing different things, creating this educational material for the community, which is super important and very enlightening to see, because usually at the end of the day, it's like, hey, everybody's just trying to rush to do a bank run. Everybody's trying to sell before the other person. But seeing things like this really shows that a good portion of the community wants to see this thing be sustainable and continue to generate passive income for everyone. So hopefully you found this video entertaining as well as educational. I showed you my positions. Not sure if I'm going to get rich or if I'm going to get wrecked, but I can tell you it's going to be either one of those two. And at the end of the day, it is what it is. We're in crypto. We take risk. And if you don't take risk, you're never going to win, right? If you don't take the shot, you're never going to make the basket. So sometimes you just have to do that. And I would rather put that money into something like this that has a community around it and is truly built to sustain that passive income for everyone. So make sure that you continue to support the videos that you see regarding DRIPX. Ask your questions. If you have any kind of questions, leave that in the comment section below. Also, let me know, what is your strategy? What mining power are you guys using? How long are you doing your miners? What's your plan in terms of what you're going to do with your DRIPX once you get it? What are you going to do with your BNB once you get your rewards from your staking? Let me know in the comment section below. And as always, make sure that you like the video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you know as soon as these videos are released. I'm definitely going to be covering DRIPX going forward just because I'm in it. Hey, I have a good chunk of money in this platform, so I want to see it succeed, and I want to see everyone else make money off of this as well, and in the right way. So make sure that you support the social media we have as well. That's going to be scrypto101 at X, Instagram, as well as TikTok. And then of course we have the Bag Builder Telegram, where we talk about all kinds of different things in crypto, not only DRIPX, but we definitely been talking about DRIPX recently. And I know personally a couple of people on the team who have some 8-day stakes that are coming up very soon. So definitely come in there if you have any kind of questions or just anything that you want to talk about crypto related. And with that, we're going to go ahead and close out the video. Hopefully you have a great night, evening, morning, or wherever you are. And I'm going to continue to bring this content to you so that you can do what's most important right now, and that is building your bag.